Hi, I'm Diane Glover and I'm the marketing manager at the Beatles Story in Liverpool. The Beatles Story closed on the 17th of March, and that was after following government advice around the coronavirus situation in order to keep our employees and our visitors and our community safe. We'd put plans in place before the temporary closure so the team could effectively work from home, and we've all been adjusting to this with the commercial team effectively continuing as usual. And our customer service teams were encouraged to offer support in the community for key workers. We're putting various key measures in place for now and for the future. The marketing team, basically we're regularly keeping up with communications on our website and our digital channels and our social media. And we're coming up with new ideas every day. Our social channels are basically compiling engaging content aimed not just at Beatles fans, but also increasing the reach of audiences in new markets. We're following daily trends, which are constantly changing. There's always something coming up on the sort of hashtags on social channels that we can engage with. We're engaging initiatives for people who are isolated at home. So these include things such as we're running a competition at the moment, which is a paperback writer, where we're inviting guest bloggers to write about the Beatles and send those in to us, and we can put those on our website and through our social channels. Another one that we're doing is the Beatles story. So we're asking people about personal stories that they have about the Beatles, and we can compile that into a plan that we can send out as well through our social channels. We've got a couple of Beatles quizzes coming up, which are testing people's knowledge. We're running a music campaign at the moment, Get By With a Little Help From My Friends, which is sending out messages to support key workers. We're also running short online Beatles history lessons, which are based on areas of the Beatles Story exhibition and the storytelling within there. So lots of things going out on our sort of social channels that are keeping up engaging, you know, people who are working from home can engage with that and keeping the message going of the support. Education is also a big aspect of what we offer at the Beatles Story. We have an educational programme that we run, which is tied in with the national curriculum. And we see up to 100 children a day who visit us to enjoy a structured, fun activity programme that incorporates key parts of the education curriculum. And they're things such as music, history, English, IT, geography. So we've increased our educational online activities, and these are aimed at parents and children who are based at home. And these are tailored fun activities for all the family to enjoy, but they also cover key sections of the national curriculum. And these activities are all downloadable from our website and through our social channels as well. Another thing that we're doing to regularly keep up our communications is general newsletters out to our databases of the general public, trade, media and education, giving them regular updates and news on what we're doing and, you know, how we're sort of coping with the crisis and when effectively we'll be opening our doors after being temporarily closed. And PR is important as well. Last week we sent out the good news story about our record numbers. You know, we've beat our numbers once again. We've achieved record number of visitor numbers from 2019 to 20 from all around the world. And we're seeing large increases in our key markets, which include the UK, USA, France, Germany, and as well as new emerging markets from audiences such as India, parts of Asia, and the Nordics. So we sent this out to all our media channels last week just to keep them informed of this good news. Everybody needs a bit of good news in these challenging times, and you know, why shouldn't we still shout about that effectively? Our sales teams are working hard daily. They're producing daily sales analysis reports on our bookings. Fortunately, these include some cancellations, but also there's lots of transfers of dates going on. On a real positive note, we had 2 new contracts that we signed up with last week. So, you know, even though these are trying times, we're still seeing new business that we've been working on becoming effective and effectively signing up with us. So that's good news as well. And we're regularly keeping in touch with our key trade partners. And this includes holding individual online conferences, phone calls, finding out how they are, finding out what their plans are for the future, keeping in touch, finding out about their markets, and just effectively, still keeping those relationships that we've worked so hard on building going for the future. This year would have been, or still is, our 30th anniversary year. So we're celebrating 30 years since we opened our doors in May 1990. And I'm sure this isn't how we expected to be celebrating our 30th anniversary in May 2020. But we are planning lots of activity when we open the doors, and our operations team have been working hard prior to us closing to get certain things in place ready for this. And those kind of things include new memorabilia, upgrades to the exhibition, new immersive experiences within the exhibition, increasing the wow factor in key areas of the attraction. We're also working with Antenna on a new audio media guide experience, which we'll be launching this year as well. And we're speaking to local partners on producing a video where we'll be looking at celebrating 30 years, looking back on where we started and, how the Beatles story looked back in May 1990 and how the Albert Docker and Liverpool looked. And where we've come through those 30 years and how we've evolved and to get to where we are now. Once we open our doors, we're confident that people will still be keen to travel, and I think that our strategy at the moment is to make sure that we're ready for this, and along with our partners in the tourism industry throughout the city region and the rest of the UK, that we're all really working closely together, ready to welcome our visitors back. And we know there's still a lot of work to be done, and we know it will take time to get back to whatever is going to be called normal. But travel and tourism is a really resilient sector. And I think that with the work that we've all been putting into place, we'd be confident that the Liverpool City region as a key UK leisure destination will soon get back on the road to recovery. And, one thing that the whole team at the Beatles story, along with our partners, will be doing, we'll be making sure that we are ready and that we're putting those plans in place and that we're adapting our strategy. For the next 12 months, it probably will be very more aimed at a domestic market, but also keeping a key eye on those international markets and how they're moving and, what is going on with international countries and ready to welcome everybody back to the Beatles story again very soon. And, it's a message of positivity and a message of hope, and we hope that all our partners are able to work hard and to find a strategy that suits them going forward. These are trying, challenging times, but Liverpool and the city region is a great place to visit and a great place to work. And we're confident that we'll soon be back on, quoting the Beatles, the long and winding road, but we will be back. So from all the team at the Beatles story, we'd like to wish you all the very best. Stay safe, stay positive, and we're very much looking forward to working with you all again soon.